Hey crew, so I get so many questions on a lot of my videos, especially recently, on what bows I am using on Overload Champions. So I wanted to make this video on getting free raid loot and doing it all solo. The only solar bow in the game comes from the Last Wish raid, and you can get it solo pretty easily just by grabbing the chest each week. This is a great way to get raid loot if for whatever reason you're not able to get in there and raid on certain weeks, because, you might have too much stuff going on, or your normal teams just aren't raiding that weekend. For the Last Wish raid, there are 2 chests, and you can get them both on the Warlock and Titan, but you're only able to get the first one on the Hunter. Sorry, Hunters. This is about the only time it sucks to be a Hunter. The first chest is easy on all 3 characters. Just put in the wish you see on screen, and then once you're teleported, you just turn around and follow the path that I take, and it's that easy. It can be done on all 3 characters. You can get weapons and armor from these chests and can get them even if you have never got them before in a raid. If you've never done the Last Wish raid, you can still get weapons and armor to drop from these 2 chests. So this is a great way to farm weapons and armor and high stat armor rolls. I got a 65 roll here on my Titan. Very good roll, so make sure you guys do this, and it's an easy way, plus the weapons you're getting are very good. This video is sponsored by none other than Raid Shadow Legends. You guys know that I love builds and stats and creating things that work perfectly together, and Raid Shadow Legends has all of that and more. I am currently level 87 on my account, so yeah, I play a lot of this game, and I really enjoy it, so you guys should click that link in the description and come join me. With so many different champions, well over 600 now, armor sets, and even affinities, the build creations are endless, and with so many different bosses in the game, it makes for a great time. The current boss you see right now is Sylvania, and she's the guardian of the Spirit Keep. This boss is all about healing, so you can heal up to half of her HP, and deals bonus damage based on how much HP she has left. So if we build around her knowing these things, we know that we should bring one champion with a heal reduction debuff that we can place on her so she can't heal. She also can place block debuffs, a buff to stop us, so we have to bring a second champion to remove that buff to make the fight much quicker and much easier. That's really the thing that keeps me playing Raid, is that the build possibilities are really endless, and I really enjoy testing different ones out, especially on the clan boss. The more damage we deal to the clan boss means the more we're helping out our clan and the better rewards that we're getting for ourselves. My current team I am experimenting with is all about placing these shield buffs and keeping them up the entire fight, and also increasing the shield each round. It's a pretty sweet interaction and synergy between all the different champions and their abilities and their turn order that makes this work so well together. There's so much happening in Raid as well, like special events every day and a bunch of new champions being added, but the big update coming this month is the Guardian Ring. It's a huge feature that gives you a load of new ways to use your champions, including a whole faction guardian system, a new way to get legendary champions you missed out on, an entirely new way to upgrade your favorite champions. It's a massive deal and something myself and the Raid community are super excited for. If you want to get a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description or scan my QR code, and you'll get an epic hero Chonaru, who is amazing in the Doom Tower. You also get 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 agent shard, so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in game. All of the rewards can be found here in your inbox, and it really is that easy. Just click the link in the description, and I will see you guys all over in Raid Shadow Legends. Once you get the first chest, just return to orbit and reset the raid, go back into the wish wall following the same path, and input the next wish that you see on screen. Once here, we need to jump the bridge. You can have a sword on to add to help push you across faster. On a Warlock, just use Top Tree Dawnblade and use your Super and Icarus Dash across the whole thing. When you're on your Titan, just use Thunder Crash at the top of your jump, and you can also throw on the Lion Boots to Sword Fly, and if you do that, make sure you have Catapult Lift on as well. Hunters, you don't get this second chest. There's no way to get across the gap. Some people have said bottom tree tether and shooting off all the tethers and doing like a sword fly and a jump in between and stuff like that it might be possible, but I tried it a few times and I was like, this is not worth the time investment to be able to figure this out. For the Vault of Glass, you just follow me over here to this rock on the right. You shove your back end of your sparrow in there and then jump off your sparrow. But when you're jumping off, you strafe to the left on your sparrow at the same time. So like I'm on mouse and keyboard, and for me to strafe left on a sparrow, it's double clicking my left key to make me go left, which is my A button. Not sure what it is for you guys on controller, but as soon as you hit the key to get off your sparrow, you double tap to strafe. When you do those two simultaneously, it drops you through the map here. Once it drops you down, you just double jump and sword swipe over or Icarus dash over. On a Titan, you do the catapult lift with sword swipe, and you can just follow the path I take here to these different ledges, jump up, move around to your left, and end up going all the way to where the chest spawns. It might take you a few times to get this one down, to be able to get through the floor right there, but once you get it and understand what you're doing, you'll be able to do it much easier. Again, for the Garden of Salvation, for the Vault of Glass and the Deep Stone Crypt, you have to have unlocked at least a weapon or an armor piece to get it from these chests. So make sure to remember that. But the Last Wish, you don't have to unlock anything. You can get those no matter what. So Last Wish is really, really good because you're getting all kind of new stuff, whether you've done the raid or not. And even if you've only gotten, let's say like, I don't know, the shotgun from Vault of Glass, right? Let's say that's the only weapon you unlocked. It's kind of a good farm because if you just go get that chest, you're going to get a shotgun every time. For the Garden of Salvation chest, you just follow the path I take. It's pretty simple. Once you get to the load screen, to the undergrowth, you just blow yourself up and you will spawn at the bottom and can follow the path for the chest. There is a second chest you can get in Garden, but honestly, it's pretty tough and not worth the time in my opinion. You need to have the Salvation's Grip exotic and, you know, climb up walls and stuff. It's not really worth it for what you have to go through to get it. This single chest that we got here can be tamed on all 3 characters, and you can only get gear that you have got before from this raid. So from this raid, Garden of Salvation, Vault of Glass, and Deep Stone Crypt, these 3 raids, you can only get gear that you have obtained before. So if you've unlocked a piece of armor or a weapon from this raid, it will drop from this chest. But if you have not unlocked it, you have to unlock it first, so you do have to complete an encounter or 2. Also on the top here in the ledge, there's like an invisible wall. We jump and slide at the same time to get through it. You just have to sit there at the top and kind of like maneuver yourself, jump a little bit, and then slide through, and that lets you get through the top of barrier. And then when you drop down right here on the left, just make sure you get the loading screen to the undergrowth. Once that happens, you then blow yourself up and you'll be ported and respawn down there. The Deep Stone Crypt chest isn't too bad either. You literally just follow the path I take through the snow. And the easiest way to do this, I don't do it. I just go from bubble to bubble, from checkpoint to checkpoint to get my frostbite off, right? To keep going and to do it fast. But the easiest way to do this is when you get to the first bubble or the second bubble where ads spawn, kill those ads and then get on your sparrow and move on to the next. Because that way, if you die out here in the snow or for whatever reason, maybe fall off a cliff or something, you can respawn back at the last bubble you are at. But if you don't kill the enemies and you keep going through like I did and end up dying somewhere, it'll start you all the way over from the beginning. So easiest way to do it is just take an extra minute, kill the ads when you're at that bubble, and then move on from there. So I hope you guys found this guide helpful, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for me. If you guys could download the Raid Shadow Legends as well through my link right down below in the pinned comment, that would be a huge way and a free way to help support me and the channel. That would really help out. I know a lot of you guys might not even want to do it, but if you just download it for free for me through my link down there, that really helps support the channel, and it would go a long ways on my end. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next video.